It's the low budget cable interview show with the stars.
Oh hi, didn't see you come in. I'm some guy you've never heard of, on a show you've never seen. Hello and welcome to the composer section of our interview show. Today we have with us the talented Mr. Danny Elfman, who's known for such films as Nightmare Before Christmas, Beetlejuice, Batman, Mission Impossible, Men in Black, Spider-Man, and most recently, Real Steel with Hugh Jackman. But today we're going to focus on one of his films. It's from 1989. Batman! So, Mr. Elfman, Danny if I may, how did you get signed on to the music for Batman?
Well, after Beetlejuice, I got a call from Tim who told me he had a project he thought I'd be interested in, and sent me the Dark Knight comics.
I love those comics, man. Which one's your favorite? I love number 46 with like Penguin and the Riddler. It was so cool.
Right. Anyways, the Dark Knight comics were a lot more up my alley than the original comics as a kid.
Yeah, Adam West wasn't really the darkest Batman.
Agreed? Well, I read the comics, and once production began, I flew up to London to start work.
So how did you come up with all the music for Batman? What was your biggest inspiration?
Well, to tell you the truth, I got my initial ideas from walking around at night on the set of Gotham.
Oh, why don't we take a listen to the main Batman theme?
Well, with the Batman theme, I just looked for something that had the components that would be mysterious, that could be dark, and that could also get fun, while having this driving heroism to it.
Well, Tim Burton really seemed to love it, and all the fans do. It's really a great piece of music.
I wasn't trying to come up with something that people would just remember so much as music that would fit the footage. I always just think of, what plays over the footage. Something heroic and simple, and within that simplicity, you have building blocks. Then, you can use different building blocks and expand on them.
I see, so rather than start big, you start small, and then you start combining until you have the final product, right?
Exactly. I wasn't consciously graphing or looking it out in any way, but my instincts were old-fashioned instincts in that regard. Especially in a film of this genre, you're going to have different places to go musically with your heroes and villains.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson is a pretty scary dude. But before we go any further, let's take a look at a clip from my favorite part of the movie.
Looks like we're making progress.
Well, we can track the money now, thanks to you.
Lightly radiated bills.
The mob doesn't know that the money's been marked. We should be able to trace it back to its source and prosecute. There's a willing DA.
Harvey Dent. Can he be trusted?
Well, he seems to be about the best that we've... What was that? What, are you sneaking away?
No.
Is this your little vanishing routine?
What?
Is this the part where I turn and then I turn back and all of a sudden you're gone?
No.
Everybody's impressed?
Harvey Dent. Can he be trusted?
Well, he seems to be about the... best that we've got.
Harvey Dent. Can we trust him?
Seems to be about the best that we've got. Batman? Batman?
I found something.
You found some?
I found some.
You found something?
Evidence.
You found some evidence.
I found
You
evidence.
found some evidence over there.
Here.
Good.
Someone left some evidence.
We would have never found that evidence without you.
I'll analyze it. With science.
We are always in your debt, Batman.
Harvey Dent. Can we trust him?
Yeah, well, he seems to be about the bat...
Wait.
Okay?
Wait 1 second.
He's...
Okay.
Well, he's...
Don't look for a second.
He's the best we've got... Now?
Wait for a second. Hold on. Okay, now. Wait, no, not now.
Now?
Now.
Yeah?
No. Okay, now.
About the best we've got... Got it.
Actually, could you leave that on? I dropped my wallet.
I gotta go to bed.
Well, that's not from the movie.
Oh, sorry about that. Great music, though.
Sure.
So working with Jack Nicholson, what was that like, writing music for that big of a star, and the character of the Joker?
The Joker was really fun, but there wasn't as much to grab onto because he wasn't scored as heavily. There isn't a lot of music under the Joker. I actually wrote this really fun waltz for him during this really crazy sequence. That was fun. Why this really weird kind of twisted waltz? I don't know. But I always loved writing the villain's music.
Well, now we're going to take a look at that, and my producers have assured me that this music is actually from the Batman movie you worked on, so fingers crossed.
Jack is dead, my friend. You can call me Joker. And as you can see, I'm a lot happier. What a day.
Love the Joker. Now let's hear from the man behind the makeup himself, Mr. Jack Nicholson.
In that moment, that kind of foolishness, now I've shot him, I think I'll shoot him again. I think I'll do it. I'll always love that moment in that picture.
The Joker was a lot of fun. The majority of the music for Batman was just establishing the tone of the movie and Gotham and everything else.
So which part of this whole movie music-making process did you enjoy the most on Batman?
Well, my most fun moment actually was when we started recording it and actually hearing the music come together for the first time in the studio. Then there was this point where John Peters started picking up his cell phone and was turning it on, holding it up to the speakers, and he'd have people on the line from back in California, and he'd be, check this out, listen to this. I remember him coming up to me and saying, Danny, we're gonna be doing separate soundtrack album for just the score. And I figured out, I just figured that this producer's just full of hot air. But he did.
It's always nice to get such positive feedback. But did you ever expect Batman to be such a big success?
No, I don't understand what makes Batman popular. I didn't really expect Batman to do very well while I was working on it. But these things always surprise me. To me, they're just movies. They're fun, they're interesting, but what makes them a cultural phenomenon? I don't know.
Now, besides the Joker's waltz, not even Joker mask, damn cheap production, what was your favorite music in the whole movie?
Well, in that genre, you always get to pack a lot of your best wallop in the last 12 to 15 minutes of the movie. There was a lot of stuff in the end that I was really pleased about. It was big, it had some grandeur, and it was a level of intensity that I could never have comprehended in my life. And yet, it's been really rewarding.
Let's take a listen, shall we? Well, Danny, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much for coming out on the show today.
My pleasure.
One last thing though before you go.
Harvey Dent. Can he be trusted?
Dude, where are you going? Come on, man. I didn't even get your autograph yet. This cable company's so cheap, we have to do our own commercials. So, Sun-Made raisins. They help you poop.
Sun-Made raisins.
Water bottles. They can hold other liquids too.
Water bottles.
Popcorn. Get that movie theater taste at home. Keep that for later. And beer. It's not just for breakfast anymore. Well, that was our interview with Mr. Danny Elfman on this very, very low budget TV show. Till next week, I'm some guy you've only just heard of. It's the low budget cable interview show with the stars.